Hey, welcome back to another episode of the She's Making an Impact podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Ngom, and we're in $1 Million March. And today I want to help you reverse engineer your $1 million year. What the heck does that mean? Okay, so we set a goal for ourselves. We want to create $1 million business. You have to look at what is it going to require of me revenue-wise month after month to actually make that goal a reality. Okay. So we're not going to make $1 million in a month and call it $1 million year. Usually it's going to be, a lot of times it's going to be progressive. So like when we hit $1 million in our business, we didn't start off with this number that I'm going to share with you. We got to look at what does it look like on a month to month basis? What are the monthly targets that we need to hit to make $1 million? And then we got to look at the offers that we have, and do the offers that we have, are they going to make it easy or hard for us to actually hit that monthly target? Okay, so reverse engineering it. If we want to hit $1 million in a year, that means you need to make $83,333 in a month. Depending on where you're at in your business, does that seem like a lot or a little? Because once you start hitting that consistently, you'll be like, oh, that's a piece of cake. That's a piece of cake. You'll get to the point where that feels like a piece of cake. Okay, so we need to figure out, how are we going to make $83,333 a month? Okay. So what that comes down to, a lot of times what happens is I have conversations with people and they're like, okay, I want to sell this $9 ebook, but they also want to make $1 million in their business. And I'm like, okay, let's look at the numbers. If we want to create $1 million in our business and you have a $9 ebook that you want to sell, you have to sell 9,200 of them in a month to reach that target of $83,333. That sounds like a lot, okay? I don't know about you, but when you think about like, how big is your audience? Do you realistically have enough people coming to you so you can sell 9,200 in a month? That's a lot, okay? So, okay, $9 ebook could be something great for your business, maybe a lead-in offer. But honestly, whenever I'm coaching people, I never start with a $9 offer because you need volume to make that actually mean something in your business. Okay. So let's look at if we wanted to, if we want to make $83,333 in a month, let's look at, okay, we could have 5 offers that are $16,500. That's an option. That is an option. You could have 10 offers at $8,333. Does it sound easier to sell 10 of something than 9,200? Let me see. Does it feel easier? I don't know about you, but I'm like 10 I could handle. 10 sounds pretty doable. 9,200 sounds pretty insane. Okay? So we got to look at the math. Like business, a lot of it is math. We got to understand numbers. And if we don't like numbers, we got to learn how to love numbers. Okay. And it takes time. But once you get in a relationship with your numbers, you start to understand what's happening. Then you can realize, okay, if I only sell 10 at $8,333 or whatever it is that you want to sell, right? 10 sounds pretty doable, right? 10 is doable. You could do that as like a one-woman show. Like obviously I want you to have teams, so it's not all on you. But if you do 3 sales calls a day for a month, you could sell 10 and make easily, like that could easily be done. Okay. Another option, you could sell 5, whatever it is that you're selling, $16,500 offers. Okay. So that's 5. If you can understand high ticket sales and start to get good at those conversations, 5 in a month is so doable. If you have, let's say, a 25% closing ratio, you talk to 5 people in a day, you're selling how many in a day, right? You're selling at least 1. Okay. So imagine if you had 3 conversations a day, 5 days a week, you could easily sell between 5 and 10, right? Another option, and I'm just getting in your head of like what this could look like in your business. Another option, if you had a $28,000 offer, and let me know if this seems like way out of reach and you're like, I don't know what the heck I could sell for $28,000. Let me tell you, it's possible. And you just need a little bit of support and a little bit of coaching to figure this out. Okay. Cause I never thought I would have an offer that was that much until I created it. And I was like, oh, I can really support people with this offer. Like, this is great. This is a great offer for my people. And what happens when you have an offer that's $28,000? You only need 3, by the way. You only need to sell 3 in a month to make that goal. When you have an offer that's that high ticket, I am telling you, you're going to have way better quality people than the $9 people. You're going to have way less headache, way less customer service needs. The clients that I have that are investing, $30 grand to work with me, those are the people that are so fun to work with, that are like, they're enjoying, and they follow through on their commitments. Like, they take it seriously. They show up, and they're on time with their payments. They never miss a payment. It's the $9 ebook people that end up requesting a refund. And I'm like, what? Like, are you kidding me? You downloaded it and now you're requesting a refund? Like, it's insane. So I just want you to be thinking in terms of what is a higher ticket offer that I could sell that's going to help me reach the $83,333. When we create that higher ticket offer, it's going to make it a lot easier for you in terms of building your business. It's going to be a lot less headache and a lot more joy. So what would that look like? If you need support in creating that high ticket offer and you're like, I have no idea what that would look like, just go to helpmecoachnow.com, helpmecoachnow.com, and then we can get you a free coaching call with our team. We can help you kind of strategize, help you figure out what this could look like. Because once you start hitting these numbers, you start to understand the math, then the $1 million a year, like, your success becomes inevitable. Let me see it. Like, say my success is inevitable. When you have the right coaching, the right support, and you're taking massive action, your success is inevitable. Okay. So where are you at in your business right now? How close are you to the $1 million a year mark? If you're like, I am so far off, what I want you to know is the $1 million a year mark happens when, one, you make a decision that it's going to happen no matter what. Like, you go all in and you get the coaching and support to make it happen. Okay. So again, go to helpmecoachnow.com if you need some strategy to help you figure that out. But then I just want you to be thinking in your head, if I were to create an $8,000 offer, a $10,000 offer, a $30,000 offer, what potentially could that look like? And I want you to be thinking differently. If you've only been selling $9 ebooks, physical products, that's going to require you trading time for money, right? It's a lot harder to sell something that it's going to require you actually physically doing the work, as opposed to something like, let's say you're selling like artwork, physical products, t-shirts, whatever that looks like. It is really hard for you to hit that $1 million year mark, and especially do that profitably when you have such high percentages. Like, your profit margin is really low when you're selling physical products, right? But if you're selling, your expertise in something, which, by the way, everyone has something that they're an expert in. You do. You might not feel like it. You don't have to be the best in the world. You just need to be a few steps ahead of your ideal client. Okay. So once you figure out what that is, you can sell your knowledge and your expertise to support somebody else. Write this down, the bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. The bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. So if we can figure out a problem that you can solve, you could have a $10,000 offer, $20,000 offer, $30,000 offer. Okay. All right. So what does that look like for you? I want you to take massive action and figure out, what does your offer look like? Could you create something that's high ticket? If not, get support so we can help you actually create it. Okay. So go to helpmecoachnow.com. Let us help you in making that your reality. And then in our next live, which is going to be on Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about the team that it requires to hit $1 million in your business, because it's going to be hard if you're trying to solo it yourself. So our next live, I'll be talking about the team it requires to hit $1 million in your business. I hope this was helpful in just reverse engineering, thinking about it differently. So go take massive action, and then I'll see you on the next training.